You are welcome to LFN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show, where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly, real name Robert Sylvester Kelly, the R&B king. During an interview with Gayle King that took place a few years back, R. Kelly got so emotional and flew off his seat, thumping his chest a number of times. This gave an opportunity to critics, describing him as completely unhinged that day, and an aggressive person that could easily hit a woman. However, to me, I didn't see the monster they attempted to describe. All I saw was a passionate man, very disappointed in himself and thinking, how can I be losing my entire 30 years career all because of my love and kindness to these people? I saw a picture of regret, and no, R. Kelly was not pretending at all like many say. It is important for talkers to note that R. Kelly hurt nobody in that room that day. In fact, someone asked Gayle King what she had on mind when Kelly got animated, and she said she was not in any way afraid of him, probably because she felt she knew him as they had met before at a corporate cocktail. Even if it had been me in Kelly's position at that moment, with so much to lose as he did, I think I would act just the same way. Imagine having to lose 30 long years of your hard labor, having built a successful music career through the years. Who knows, maybe I would even collapse in front of Gayle King. There was just too much at stake for the R&B king. Many a time in life we make losses. We lose money because we made bad deals, we lose time, so many things, but we do not lose an entire lifetime. How they expected him to react after his entire lifetime had been threatened, I simply don't know. But Gayle King surely knows this man R. Kelly. No matter what happened, she didn't feel threatened in any way. She confirmed this back in CBS Studios when she was asked how she felt through the interview. According to Gayle King, she saw a harmless gentle giant that was simply animated after looking back onto the 30 years of hustling the streets he was going to lose in an instant. According to me though, I think what pained R. Kelly the most is the fact that the people who were causing him this unimaginable loss were people he had been with over time, loved, cherished, and called friend. Just the same way you would feel when betrayed by a close friend. To my disappointment though, a number of people, some ex-army officials, and others marriage counselors turned psychologists, who decided to declare themselves body language analysts, and waged war against the R&B king, describing him as a liar, pretender, and whatever they felt like calling him. As though any of them knew what it meant to lose an entire lifetime. And not just an entire lifetime, but one filled with great success. I assure you, if any of these self-declared body language analysts had been in the shoes of the R&B king, we would have heard roars and bangs on tables during the interview. Viewers were going to think there's a lion broke loose in the studios. But only a successful artist knows how much is at stake in such a situation. Not these self-appointed critics. According to Candace, it's people who know nothing that are always quick to talk, always commenting on what they don't really know. Everything the analyst said was meant to demonize R. Kelly and make people think he is a monster. Just because he was being Me Too did not necessarily mean he had lost the right to be angry, or to express his disappointment and emotions that came along with this unpleasant feeling. And just because R. Kelly is a giant that towered over everyone else in the interview room did not translate to being the monster they try to portray him to be. It's not his fault they are short. It's not his fault that he has a towering height and physique. R. Kelly did not create himself to look like he does. Whoever played body language analyst, with the hidden agenda of making the R&B king look bad, shame on you. We who know the truth understand that R. Kelly is not a violent man. He may have made a few mistakes like many do, but was unfairly criticized basing on public opinion. According to Ludacris, a man flying off his seat in anger, and thumping his chest does not directly translate to a violent abuser of women. Unless the fake analysts are intending to twist the laws of psychology, by experience, people who are quick to express anger and disappointment are 90% of the time non-violent people. Such men do not have the ability to inflict pain on others, because when they vent off the anger, they cool down and settle things peacefully. However, The best candidates of the violent class are those that remain quiet, without any loud utterances whenever they feel wronged. Such are the ones that will attack others and many times leave permanent physical damage on their victims. I have not seen reactive abusers, but calm ones that look harmless. It is also important to note that men of R. Kelly's size are usually gentle despite being giants. Small men on the other hand tend to batter women a lot more than the larger men. The psychology behind this being that, larger men are confident enough and find no reason to demonstrate their dominance over others, like the smaller men who are largely insecure do. According to Talisa, whoever calls R. Kelly a monster needs to think twice. In a recent interview by Gayle King after the R. Kelly verdict, someone you all know well by now mentioned that, whenever R. Kelly felt lied to by his girlfriends, he would approach them and use tricks like, "I have already spoken to X and she has told me everything, you have 5 seconds to come clean." As if that was a violent approach to conflict resolution. Sincerely, what's wrong with that? Many fathers use the very same trick to manage their children or even multiple wives for the polygamous. When this is presented as a wrong approach to conflict resolution for someone in his own home, and the person described as violent by a supposed analyst, it gives me reasonable cause to think they are simply after tarnishing the R&B king. According to Quancha, I simply don't understand how people can come out to say R. Kelly is a violent abuser of women. I have never heard of a case where he was arrested or summoned by the police for such violent acts. Only until his other case came up, that the world begins to say he is violent. Has anyone ever called 911 in this regard before? Because they have been attacked in any way by Kelly? A big no. Why then does it have to be at a time when he is fighting for his freedom, that all this is being said about him? You wonder. How many women has he battered before? How many jaws has he broken? No one can prove this. If you wish to take part in a live interview discussing any of these topics, let us know by sending an email to sashalfnmedia@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say. To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.